Evening, folks. I'm Dave Canterbury with Self-Reliance Outfitters in the Pathfinder School. I apologize if there's a little echo in here. I'm actually inside of a 7-foot by 14-foot box trailer. Okay, and this box trailer is something that we're going to use this year to take to shows to carry our booth, our merchandise, and those type things. And it'll be completely wrapped in the end with Self-Reliance Outfitters logoing, branding, and those types of things. So it's part of our display at shows. We're doing several overlanding events this year. We're doing several outdoor events this year, hunting, fishing, outdoor events this year. And we're also doing some period events like a Nesmic event in Pennsylvania, along with a couple of events for Life Scouts. So we've got quite a full schedule this year. Between classes and events, I am actually currently booked about every weekend between mid-February and September at the moment. So what I wanted to do, again, a lot of my videos are vlogs. They're just videos of what I do in my daily life. I don't set out necessarily to go out and shoot a certain video. Unless I'm doing a series like we did on the conduction, convection, radiation type thing, the ground camping series, something like that, then I try to shoot those as a series. But generally speaking, most of my videos are just, what am I doing that day? If I'm cooking breakfast in the wall tent, if I'm cooking something in the woods, if I'm working on a project of some kind, if I'm working on a skill or I want to pass on a skill to you, that's what my videos always are. They're not, I'm going to intentionally go out in the woods once a week and maybe spend the night and then shoot a video and release it. That's really not what I do, okay? And it never has been what I do. So the reason I'm telling you all that is because what's going to happen here, I told you guys that my schedule's packed. So I'm not going to have a lot of time for videos. So those daily vlog videos are going to be a little different than normal, because what I'm doing now is I'm getting this trailer set up by picking up this trailer and having to pull this trailer to shows. It changes the game for me a little bit from the rooftop tent on the overlanding trailer, pulling a camper, things like that are out of the question now most of the time, unless I use a separate truck to pull this trailer. But if I choose to pull it myself, which I'm going to a lot of shows this year, then I might as well sleep in the trailer, especially between shows where I'm in a campground, pulled off boondocking somewhere, in a truck stop. It's just as easy to sleep in here as it is to sleep anywhere else, and it's completely dry. And it's easy enough to fairly well climate control. So that's kind of what I want to talk to you about today, all right? So this is the front of the trailer, okay? And again, this is a 14-foot by 7-foot box trailer, okay? I can show you the outside, or I'll put a picture on here of the outside on the trailer, brand new, where I picked it up. But what you can see over here is I've got to be careful of how much stuff I put in this trailer for myself, because it's going to be a cargo trailer for hauling lots and lots of merchandise, pop-ups, tables, all that kind of stuff has to go in here as well. So I've got to take up as little room as possible. Now the advantage to that is that 90% of the stuff that I'm going to use is in my Jeep anyway. Whether I'm pulling a trailer or not, most of that stuff's in my Jeep no matter what. And I would just choose to sleep in a hammock on the back of my truck from Adventure Hammock Systems or something like that, or just put one in the trees wherever I was going to camp, or maybe sleep in the swag on the ground beside the Jeep with the overhang pulled out around it. I've got a 270 23-0 awning on my Gladiator. For this, I don't need a whole lot because I can transfer some of those things out of the Jeep. We'll talk about that as we go. But the main things that are going to stay in this trailer at the moment are, I've got a 5-gallon Lifesaver jerry can right over here. It'll probably stay in here because I don't feel like I use water out of at night, during the day, things like that when I'm in here. I've got an Iceco refrigerator. I pulled it out of my overlanding trailer and put it in here. It runs off that Anchor 1000 Solix that's sitting up there, which I've had for quite a while now. Did an initial review on it. I've been using Anchor products for years and years. They never let me down. So I have the lights actually plugged into this right now, which is very, very simply just an LED strip light bulb, 2 bulbs LED. You can buy those things on Amazon in like 10 packs. And we put some down in the classroom for lighting in the classroom. We had some left over. I snatched up one of those, recycled it for the trailer. And it'll run right off that Anchor for hours and hours and hours. The Iceco will run off the Anchor for hours and hours and hours. Back here on the back wall, hanging up on a hook, a couple hooks actually, I've got a 200-watt solar panel right there, and the cables to plug it into the Anchor to recharge it if sun's available. I've got an extension cord right there that I can plug into an outlet at a campground or something like that to recharge things, or to have heat inside here if I want to, without having to worry about running off the Anchor. All those types of things I've got that extension cord for. And I've got a shorter extension cord that's attached to the lighting right now until I buy just a small cheapo 6-foot extension cord, because that was a heavy duty outdoor cord that's overkill for that job, but it's good for short things, okay? So other than that, I've got one box right there, and we'll talk about that box in a minute. I'm sitting on a cot and we'll talk about that. So you can see I've got a really simple cheapo Coleman cot right there with a Pathfinder air mattress on top of it. That's like sleeping in a hotel right there, no question about it. I've got 6 folding tables, 6 feet long, stored underneath that bunk that we use at shows. So they'll stay and live underneath there, and I'll just leave this cot set up in here if I can. If not, it's foldable, so it's not a big deal, right? I can fold it up, put it to the side, move some inventory out of the way, and sleep when I need to. Okay, this box is real simple. It's just an extra box that we had. We keep cat food and dog food in these boxes, and it's just an extra one that we hadn't put together yet. So I'm using it, just repurposing things that we had around, so I didn't have to spend a bunch of money to set this up, okay? Because there's really no need. I've got a lantern in here, same lantern I use all the time, and I've got a hook up here I can hang it on at night when I don't want to use the big floodlights in here, or I can use this anywhere on. This thing's like a tabletop for me, like an end table now. I can use that surface to put that lantern on to rebuy or whatever the case may be. Really simple. I've got a plug-in heater in here. I've used this a lot in my old rooftop tents and things like that. This thing was about 30, 35 bucks, something like that. It works fantastic. All you have to do is plug it in, turn it on, and go. It heats up really, really good. I've got an electric fan in here, more for noise than anything else, but also for a fan if I need it. I've got a ditty bag in here, just a cleanup kit. This is really an extra one because I have one in my backpack in the truck, but this is just an extra thing to have around. You never know when you're gonna need it, right? Pillow, a couple blankets in the bottom of that. I've got one wool blanket, I've got the Beaumont blanket, and I've got a wool blanket. And I just throw these on top of that. I can get them out easy enough when I get ready to hit the rack. And then I've got one dry bag here, Pathfinder 20 liter. You can see it's marked Wiggy's Black. This has got the Wiggy's Black bag in it. So if it gets really cold in here, or I'm in really cold weather somewhere, I've always got that option. So the rest of that's pretty simple. Bag of cords for the cooler, ice cold cooler, Lifesaver 5-gallon jerry can, Solix 1000. Very, very simplistic setup. Now you can see over here, I've got a few things, but they go back in the Jeep, okay? These are things that don't live in here. All right, so over here, really all that is my Dyneema backpack and aluminum frame, my in-out box, and another box that contains different shelter options for ultralight camping, fishing, and hunting. I'm gonna be doing a lot of seminars this year at shows on how to pack ultralight to go fishing, hunting, things like that, and camping. And so I've got some things stored away to do that with. I've got one setup that's in the backpack now for hammock camping. I've got another setup that's in that red tote for ground camping. And then I've got some in and out things, whether it's fishing or whether it's hunting or just hiking or backpacking in that in-out box like we've talked about before. Those will all go back into the Jeep. They won't live in this trailer. Now, if you guys want to let me know in the comments if you'd like for me to do some specific videos on some of this more ultralight stuff. You know, whenever you're talking about ultralight, you're talking about money most of the time. So if you want me to talk about some of this ultralight camp gear, I can do that. Whether it's ground camping or hammock camping, we can do either one, and I can talk to you about either one and show you what the stuff actually weighs, tell you what it actually costs, tell you where to get it. Most of it we either sell or one of our affiliates or one of our supporters or sponsors actually sells it, but I can tell you places you can go buy this stuff. Some of it is more heavy duty than others, even though it is still ultralight. It's made from heavier ripstop fabrics and things like that, and that's what I like about it. So I'm very particular about what I buy and who I buy it from and what I sell on my website as far as Dyneema goods go, because I know they're expensive and I want them to last a long time. So if you're interested in that, just hit me up in the comments and we'll see what we can do. Okay guys, that's pretty much it. It's not a really complicated scenario. I've got a plug-in hot plate for the anchor. I have a plug-in pot that heats water for the anchor. We can talk about those when we shoot some videos out of this thing as we're traveling over the next week or two and during the year, actually. I'll be traveling this quite a bit. All right, so that probably just bored the crap out of everyone. I don't have any idea, but I think it's a thing. You know, if you've got a cargo trailer, they're easy enough to use for a camper and use them multifunctionally to haul equipment in and things like that to shows or classes or whatever the case may be. The only other things that are in here that I really haven't talked about too much is we got a hammock stand in here to use that hang con to display Pathfinder hammocks on. I have a Starlink in here, mobile, that we use for internet. And I've got an extra 40 quart Arctic cooler in here to make sure that we've got extra space for drinks and things like that. Because once we get to HangCon, we will leave HangCon to get something else because it's kind of in the middle of nowhere. So I'm going to take extra drinks with me for the crew. Other than that, that's pretty much all that's in here. Like I said, most of it lives in my Jeep. There's just a few things that are going to stay in here with the cargo equipment that we're going to carry. But it gives me a convenient, easy place to sleep. That's already an enclosed shelter. So why not use it? This is just one of those kind of DIY things I thought you guys might enjoy, of a way that you can sleep in something, heck, you might already have. You may have a cargo trailer sitting in your yard somewhere that you convert to a camper very, very easily if you wanted to. I appreciate your views. I appreciate your support. I thank you for everything you do for school, for family, and for business. For all of our sponsors, instructors, affiliates, and friends, and I'll be back with another video as soon as I can, guys.